Hello, this is Leonard from Friendly Flock, and today we are going to talk about how we use GPS and Google Earth to manage our grazing.
I think it's time to blow this scene, get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, let's jam.
It's a little bit windy outside, but it'll be okay. Okay, first up, let me explain why do we even bother to manage our grazing. We could just let the sheep loose, let them do whatever they want. But when you let the sheep do what they want, they'll overgraze the pastures, or in our case, the hillside. So how does overgraze happen? Overgrazing happens with two things. Either the sheep stay too long in one pasture, or they come back to the pasture too soon. Let me show you what I mean. Once the grass gets bitten off by the sheep, it loses its leaves. So when the plant loses its leaves, it needs to regrow those leaves. For this to happen, the plant needs energy. This energy comes from the roots. The plant takes up the energy from the roots, so some roots will die off. It has enough energy then to regrow the leaves. When the animal comes back, before the plant had enough time to regrow the roots that have been lost, more roots will die off, so the plant can regrow leaves. If this happens enough times, the plant will completely lose all the roots and there will be no more energy left for it to regrow and the plant will die. This is what overgrazing is. So in essence, overgrazing is not grazing up leaves, but grazing the roots. So this is why we are managing our grazing. We want to limit the time the sheep are on a specific area and the time when the sheep come back to that same area. And with the GPS and Google Earth Pro, we can manage this time.
So here you can see our GPS. This is where the sheep are right now. And what we can do, so we can look at the dates. For example, the 2nd, the 3rd, and we look at where the sheep were at that date. And this data, then we can export to KLM. So here you can see how it looks in Google Earth. This is our pasture, so this is everything we can graze. And we defined paddocks. Because there's no fence, we defined them with natural barriers. Once we downloaded the data from the GPS, then we can look by date where the sheep were when. 1 day, 2 days, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So what we are trying to do is never graze in one area more than 2 to 3 days. So that's why we are going like this, like a star. Once we stored the data in Google Earth, we are also putting the dates into our grazing plan. So here you can see the plan for 2021, and this is December. And those were the paddocks where we were. And here you can see then how long we stayed in that paddock, with how much hay we gave and how long we stayed. So this gives us a rough idea as well. And then with the GPS, we can really precisely look at what date we were exactly where. So this is very useful data then for us to really manage the recovery of the plants.
Okay guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed it, so subscribe to the channel and share it. It's getting a little bit cold, so I'm going home. The sheep are in the night park. Got a little bit of supplement of hay to have some more impact. See you next time. Bye.